Okay, let's try to do it in one take. Hey everyone, I'm Julio Ortega, and today we're gonna do a quick mix review of a song of mine. So let's dive in. Now, after releasing this song, a couple people reached out to me. They were like, "Hey, this is not like your usual work. This sounds fairly decent." I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or as an insult, but let's dive right in. This is gonna mainly focus on the mix bus. I'm doing a couple things. If you notice, the first thing is I'm adding the virtual tape machines, which is gonna create, a bit more accentuation on the lower end of the spectrum of your whole mix. It works great with a kick and bass. So let's take a look. Those you will respect. This is without. Those you will respect. So it's really subtle, but I can definitely hear the difference. It creates harmonics, which, according to Steven Slate, things that translate better to weaker or slower speakers, kind of like cell phone speakers. That way you can hear the bass and the kick a little bit more than usual. Next up, we have the Infinity EQ, which is another great product developed by Slate. Now, there's no shame in using, presets. This is pretty much what I did. I love working with presets. You just get the basic idea and then you just kind of tweak it up a little bit and it gets the job done. Minor accentuation here. We got like 1.69 dB of accentuation on this 74 hertz. We got a little bell here on top. This is on 8K, the CLA thing. He loves the 8K accentuation. Anything below 20 goes out. Then we added the VBC rack, which is another product by Slate Digital. If you want to really glue up your track, this is going to do it for you. Especially this one, the FGMU. This is going to add a lot of adhesive or cohesion. I don't even know if we're supposed to use those words in audio. But it gets the mix together and it sounds great. So here's an A-B comparison. Let's turn everything off, and then I'm going to start to slowly turn everything on. Those you will respect. With makeup on, they will pretend. Those you will respect. With makeup on, they will pretend. So as you can see, it's pretty spot on, the way that it glues everything together. These three are, to me, like a perfect combination of a little bit of compression to get that end result. And lastly, but not least, we use the BSA Clipper. This is by Black Salt Audio. Now, I met Black Salt Audio because Jordan Valeriote, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, he's actually the developer. He works with these people, and he's got the academy that I'm enrolled in. It's the Hardcore Music Group Academy. I've actually learned a lot by them. So yeah, they developed this kind of limiter, or it's basically a clipper. It's not a limiter. He's talked a couple of times about this not being a limiter, but a clipper. And he said that it's actually it's a bit more useful to use a clipper as opposed to a limiter. Because everything, if you use a limiter, everything's just gonna be like clamped together, and it's gonna sound like, I don't know, like a bit just like if everything's in a box. And the BSA Clipper is just the final piece of the product. So here's without. Those you will respect. With makeup on, they will pretend. Here's with. Those you will respect. With makeup on, they will pretend. And if you notice, I'm not doing a lot of things. I'm just putting the clipper at minus 0.1 dB, and I'm just increasing the, I don't even know what this is. I guess the volume 2.4. It's not a lot. And of course, if you go all the way up, it's going to squeeze it really. It's going to sound super saturated. There's going to be some instances where you want to do that. There's going to be other instances where you don't want to do that. So in this case, I didn't go with that, and I think that's it. The other two plugins are, of course, the Restream, which is what you're listening to right now through OBS, and the VSX by Steven Slate. You know, I'm a user of Steven Slate. This is great for emulating different acoustically treated rooms, like professional rooms, as opposed to this place that I built myself. And that's everything I have for you guys. Sorry if my eyesight is looking at the monitor instead of the camera. It looks a bit weird, like I'm trying to sell you something without looking you in the eye. That's not good. Thank you so much for making it until this part of the video, if you made it to this part of the video, and we'll be back with more content soon. So see you around.